Hi, I'm Brian Nix, and this is Half-Baked Homilies, short-form meditations on the weekly lectionary readings. Many spend their whole lives trying to find themselves. They look within to find the answers to the important questions of life. The reading today gives us an identity, not in ourselves, but because of what we are a part of. Jesus' occupation before he began his ministry is debated. Tekton, often translated carpenter, merely means somebody who works with his hands. Jesus was some kind of laborer. 1 Peter 2 shows us one of his continuing labors. He's building a house. The reading begins, "Like newborn infants, long for pure and spiritual milk, that you may grow up into salvation, if you have indeed tasted that the Lord is good. As you come to him, a living stone rejected by men, but in the sight of God chosen and precious, you yourselves, like living stones, are being built up as a spiritual house, to be a holy priesthood, to offer spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. For it stands in Scripture, behold, I am laying a stone in Zion, a cornerstone, chosen and precious, and whoever believes in him will not be put to shame. So the honor is for you who believe. But for those who do not believe, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, and a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. They stumble because they disobey the word, as they were destined to do. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy." There are two major beats in this passage. The first is the nature of rejection. Peter says here that Christ himself was a stone that was rejected, but precious to God. We're often surprised that we as Christians are not warmly received by all as we do God's work. But Jesus tells us elsewhere, why are you surprised that they hate you? They hated me first. The second beat is this identity. When God calls the people of Israel out of Egypt, he made slaves into a people, a nation for his own. Peter claims that you, yourselves, that's a plural phrase, are being built up as a spiritual home, a spiritual house. We together, as the church, are being worked upon by the Messiah. His labors are not finished. His ministry continues. That labor takes place not in a me and Jesus kind of way, but together. He is working on us, not you. Each rock needs to be chiseled to break away the jagged edges so that we fit together strong. This is a painful process. We must be broken and willing to let go of the jaggedness of sin that we've grown so comfortable in and take hold of our new identity, not as the center of our universe, but as a brick in God's house. Grace and peace.